We love Parkside, and we loved everything about our house besides it had a very small, poorly lit kitchen.
The woman who lived here before was 85 and kept talking about it as her new kitchen, and then we found out it was done in the 1960s.
One of our friends has worked with artisan, so that was one of my first stops. Julie, our designer, made me feel comfortable and worked with our architects to really maximize the space.
I wanted to open up the house, have light, and then have a kitchen that was bright and appealing that I would want to spend time in, both cooking and also hanging out.
Even though we had good intentions of having friends over to enjoy this new space, it hasn't happened. So that's one of the reasons our friend David is cooking with us today.
I teach history at the University of Buffalo. Susan is one of my colleagues, actually one of my best friends in the department.
I'm just looking forward to cooking with someone who's got that expertise, who's excited about it, where I'll learn something and also get the sense that I can do this.
Hello, how are you today?
Welcome.
Good to see you. Hey guys. How are you? Nice to see you.
I've been going to Marco's since I started working in Buffalo.
She comes in the restaurant a lot and her favorite dish is gnocchi. And I really didn't want to do gnocchi again. I wanted to do something a little different. That's how we came up with the cavatille with the watercress pesto. It's really a nice, easy dish.
Today I made a lentil and red bean curry. Getting into the summer season, getting into healthy cooking, we want to do something with lentils and beans. Meatless dish, come out absolutely fabulous. Really, really good.
This was a vegetarian set, but the one thing that I was asked for was something sweet for dessert. I chose the sticky toffee pudding. It's the best dessert I've ever had.
When I die, I want to come back as Krista's dessert because that thing was just absolutely ridiculous.
Today we're cooking healthy, and I'm here in the kitchen with David, who's going to help me make this amazing lentil and red bean curry. What do you think, David? You ready to get started on this?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Started with a frying pan, a little bit of oil, added some onions, carrots, celery, sauteed them down, added some very, very finely diced jalapenos. The majority of the heat of the pepper is in the membrane and the seed. So if you take that out, be very careful when you're done cutting it. Wash your hands before you go to the next step. Never rub your eyes after you cut a pepper.
It's great. He's explained things. You went along, so you learn a little bit as you go. Really knows what he's doing. It's fun.
Put in some fresh ginger, added some vinegar, tomato paste. Of course, we did red beans, kidney beans. We also did some organic green lentils, added some vegetable stock, put it all together, got all the flavors really happy. Come out really, really, really good. I was real happy with it. You got to admit, without any acting, that's delicious.
That is really good.
That is really good. Outstanding.
So Tandy, this is one of my family's traditional favorites. Really simple, and when we're talking vegetarian, this is a great vegetarian dish. We're gonna make some cavatille. It's a 1-bowl mix.
Sounds great.
Sounds good. Let's get started. It's made with ricotta cheese and mozzarella cheese, Romano cheese, and flour. We make a nice dough. Run it through an old-time cavatille maker. My wife's aunt actually taught me how to use this. We want to add a little bit of flour to the machine.
Okay.
And then we're gonna just click this through. And as it goes down, it actually makes our cavatille.
The nice thing when you go to Marco's, it's just a very family-style place, so his personality didn't surprise me at all, but it was a lot of fun to cook next to him, and he really knows what he's doing.
Then we made some fresh watercress pesto. It's literally just watercress, olive oil, lemon, and garlic. We blend it together, and we cooked it in a saute pan with some cherry tomatoes. Tossed the cavatille with it and topped it with crushed walnuts. Really cool dish. So creamy. The spice from the watercress.
The cavatille came out so light.
One of my catch lines, it doesn't get any better than this.
I am so happy to be here today. I am making for you, or with you, one of my favorite desserts. It's a sticky toffee pudding. Ooh. And you know, I just thought the fact that if I use dates in the recipe, it would just be considered really healthy.
Sounds healthy to me.
Okay. I just creamed some butter and sugar, added my flour, baking powder, and a bit of salt, added my dates. Dates, full of iron. I feel good about this.
Krista made me laugh. That's what I have to say. She knew completely what she was doing. She told me every step of the way what we were going to do, and she was funny the whole time.
Popped that in the oven, 350. It took about 50 minutes, and I made a buttery, gooey toffee sauce. That basically is just butter, brown sugar, and heavy cream. Bring it to a boil and let it simmer till it reduces a bit. And as I pulled that toffee cake out of the oven, I just poked it with little holes with a toothpick. And you take that nice hot sauce and pour it right over that cake and let it seep through. I finished it with some fresh whipped cream, and you can use some oven toasted macadamia nuts.
Today's meal was really good. A lot of nice flavors that I hadn't encountered before, especially that dessert was off the charts.
Really my favorite part of the meal was learning how to make the pasta with Marco. That was just such a lasting memory, you know, that I'll be able to treasure, and I really think I could do it myself.
To know that you can cook really fancy and not have meat is another incentive to have people over and have nice meals.
It's always great to be able to enjoy a meal with friends, especially kind of something long like this where you get to prepare it with them and a lot of time to chat and laugh and then enjoy it together. It's a wonderful part of life.
Come dine with me, Western New York.